Hello friends, welcome back. This is Cloud Institution's Power BI video series. In this section, let's look at how to create a card. Now, a card is a visual that displays a single value like total sales, total orders, average rating, etc. So a card actually gives a very clear instruction or visual, which is really very important. So let's see how it is done. So to consider, let's look at this data here. We have some basic data where we have some products which are in different categories and there are some units sold, unit price and sales amount. Now if you see the total sales amount of the products, and if you just drag it like this, you will get the total of 3150. So even you can, like normally if you do this, like sum is equal to sum, and if you calculate the sum you see that you get the sum here. Similarly, if you go for a sum of units sold is equal to sum of units sold, like this. Okay, so now you have these values, right? So 110 and 3150. Now these are the total sales amount which are there. Now how to bring it on Power BI? Let's see that. So now for now let me delete this. Okay, let us keep the data as it is, raw, and I will not save anything, let it be as it is. So let's go to Power BI. Okay, now you know the steps already because we have been loading the data in many videos. But just one more time, let me just quickly load the data for you so that you are perfect. So the file name that I just shown you is the demo Excel file. So I'll open that, and because there's very less data, it will quickly get loaded, and then we load this file. Now you all aware that when you load the data, you will get it in the data pane here. Okay. So we have got the sheet 1 and there are the data. Okay. Now generally you have learned like how to create a chart. So let us be here, take a chart. Now by the way, you are in the report view. Okay, see here, report view is the default view. There are other views like table view, which will look like this, which is the direct table that you have taken from Excel. Then there is a model view, but there is no model which we have created, in the sense we have not like linked the data to anything. That we will be actually looking at it in the future videos. Okay, and then there's a DAX query which is there again, which we are going to cover in the next videos. So now just make sure that you know that you are in the report view. Okay. So what did I do? Let me just delete this and show you once again. So you can just bring this here or just double click on that. You will get a chart here, and then you can have, let's say, category, just put it here, and then you can take product name and just put it there. So we'll see if we get anything. Otherwise, okay, product name, I'll put it in x-axis. So you got this. Let's see the output. So we have stationery and then utilities. Okay. So if you see that there is a category called stationery and utility, because if you look at our data here, we have only stationery and utility. Okay. All right. Now that's fine. Actually, this is just a visual here. Now suppose for some reason you want to show the total sales and the total units sold as a separate data, then that is where the card comes into picture. Okay, so you can see her card is there. So just click on the card, it will come here, and here there are certain measures. Now you should know that whenever you load the data, Power BI actually creates some basic measures. Like here it has created the total of sales amount, total of unit price, and total of units sold. Now, maybe we don't need total of unit price because actually that doesn't make any sense. Okay, meaning if like for example, if the pen is costing 10 rupees and the notebook is costing 50 rupees, we really don't really need the total of the unit price, right? But still Power BI actually by default creates the measures. So now I want this one like sales amount and just drag and drop here. That's it. You get a very clear information here. And then if you want one more card, let's say one more card you got here, and here you want to have units sold total, so just bring it and drop it here. That's it. So now the data for the sum of the sales and sum of units sold becomes very clear, and that's what we saw in our um, definition. So it says here a card is a visual that displays a single value like total sales, total orders, average rating, etc. Okay. So please go ahead, and actually I would request you to create this information. It's very less information. So create exact data here, and in the Power BI you should have exactly these kind of um cards. Okay. So we'll see if we can do some kind of changes to the card, and see how card can make, I mean, it can be little bit different to look at and all. So we'll see if that can be done. Okay. So there are some effects, and then like we can check if the background color can be changed and so on and so forth, right? So for example, this also, you go here. So what is this? This is called as format your visual, and go to general and go to effects, and then there is a background color. You can change the background color as you want, right? So it's very important that you learn all those things and create a nice report. Okay. So in this video we have looked at what a card is, and in the next video we will see next type or next features of Power BI. Thank you.